um, Gizamaluke's timer is a bit outside of the window.
Boy, it sure is.
Not
There
by
we
much,
go.
but yeah, nice. There we go.
Very good.
Thank you for the good luck, DKR, Patty, Pigs the Press, and Brandino.
Okay, we're just waiting for Giz to start. There we go. Alright, should be synced up pretty good. And we're off! There we go!
Woohoo, we're live. Nice. Because if you're both going for the blue banana there, nice. Or sorry, the blue balloon. Okay, so what's interesting is that Brandino actually started this whole thing on October 1st, I think, when he's like picked the idea of people who wanted to join, and then yeah, Sweener signed along to help co-found it, and I think you had like one more player with you.
We've been getting some help. This layout was made by our very own Trident Tail. He makes beautiful stuff. And Brandino figured out all the stream stuff. We'll probably have a few more technical difficulties as we switch to hover percent at the end of this race, but
Yeah,
that's all to be expected, I think. But otherwise, yeah, this is the first stream on this channel as well. Very happy to help put this all together. Okay, so we're actually seeing BBK pulling ahead of Giz in Greenwood Village, which is a little unexpected. But as you said before, Asbo, that is bound to happen with one-off races like this.
yeah. Gizamaluke had a really nasty bunk in the zigzag on his second lap there, which made him lose like it's almost like I think it's just like a second behind. It's really close at the moment.
Yep. And BBK is also an exceptional player. Pretty much all of his DKR experience has been in RTA categories. He's played a ton of 100%. He's got a very good time in that category. He's played some 80% as well. And this is actually, I think it's a little bit outside his comfort zone, because ATR, while very similar, is not his favorite category by any means. So this is much closer to ATR than Hundo or any percent. So I think it's interesting to see him play it. It's really cool though. My biggest hope with this tournament was that we would get a lot of people playing, because it's all miscellaneous categories that are just kind of weird and fun. And I think people have actually really enjoyed that so far.
Yeah, we see that. Ooh, we see Gizamaluke is back. They're tied right now, actually, with only. So we have a. It was a clean run from Gizamaluke on the two first laps, but he had a rough start on the third lap.
Woohoo! BBK going flying.
Oh, nice. We see that Gizamaluke had a safer approach to that turn compared to BBK there.
Still not too far behind. Now this is interesting. This being car percent, we're actually going to see some tracks that are typically played in other vehicles played in car, which is pretty abnormal. I think for anybody new as well, this will be kind of weird to watch, because we are not starting with Dyno Domain at all. We are actually going to be doing completely different routes, because a lot of this category is actually effective menuing, and the route that we developed for the tournament is slightly different than the fastest possible one, but it's still going to use some interesting strategies that we'll see later. EP car is pretty famously difficult, I think, because of that big hill towards the end of the lap.
It's not random, but it's really hard to consistently pull off that huge jump.
When you do, it feels great. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But it's just so inconsistent.
Most of the time when you get it done like once or twice, you're like, yeah, I got this, and then you just, yeah, you haven't got it at all. Ooh, unlucky there. So we have Gizamalook starting on Space Dust Alley there, which also known as a quite brutal track for a car, or all the vehicles actually. It has a lot of small and huge jumps combined with a low FPS and a lot of things going on, which just makes it hard to control the vehicle.
Yeah, Asbo, you in particular have quite a bit of experience on this track. Maybe not in balloon race, but you certainly know the terrain pretty well from time trials.
I do, but it's nothing. They are not alike at all. It's two quite different games.
Blue balloons do add a lot to it, and there's a lot of added lag, I feel like,
Yeah.
in balloon race, which is very hard to deal with.
Because there's like so many different balloons all around, it's the FPS or the frame rate is much lower than if you have like nothing there. You have like a lot of players, you have balloons, and you don't even. So it's really hard to get like lagless zippers.
There are definitely some interesting mechanics that get added to balloon races from time trials, though. Like, I think in almost any scenario, in any vehicle, using a blue balloon to boost into a zipper is like ridiculously fast.
Yeah.
It just like stacks speed, which is pretty cool.
So we'll see that probably on some tracks like Ancient Lake, which is going to be really like a lot of speed stacking. So we have moved on to Darkman Caverns for Gizamalook here, and Banana Boat Kid is about to head into it as well.
Kind of back into our comfort zone here. Darkman Caverns is a default car track, which is nice after two really difficult, really different ones, like Space Dust and EP.
Yeah, for sure. Gizamalook with a strong first lap there. Banana Boat Kid is only like one lap behind, so it's still possible for him to catch up with Gizamalook here. He shouldn't feel safe, that's for sure. So in this zigzag turn the circular turn that BBK was just in, it's really hard to pull off good because there's a lot of lag going on right there, and you would want to tilt your stick downwards while holding the RB button and the brake as well. Oh, he hit that oil slick. Unlucky there, Banana Boat Kid. Damn those AIs. So there's actually an out of bounds here in the last loop, which was found by Mrs. Gizamalook when he hit that oil slick and he span around and just ended up in nowhere. So the game still thinks you're in the loop, but you don't see the loop.
Yeah, it's super weird. It's like an out of bounds, but since you're not on the ground anymore, the game doesn't like even know what to do with the car.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's one of the cooler glitches in the game. That actually happened to me the same way Giz found it. That happened to me in an ATR tournament, and I had never done it before, so I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I voided out. I had to do an extra lap in Dark Moon. Yeah, Crunch got destroyed by BBK in the last loop there. That was unfortunate. Seeing really smooth gameplay from both players here, so that's really good.
Yeah. So on paper, Gizamalook has a slight lead over Banana Boat Kid because Gizamalook is actually the world record holder for car percent with a 2058. And Banana Boat Kid has a personal best of, he wasn't quite sure, but it was around 22:30. But I mean, this is a best of one, so you can't like get the best run as possible. You have to go a little bit safe each round. So bonks do happen, and we don't know how the AIs will behave as well. So suddenly Giz hits an oil slick into a block by Crunch, and then yeah, whoops, and then BBK is in the lead.
Ooh, that's a rough bonk.
Yeah, from both players there
Yeah.
on different maps.
Spaceport Alpha is really interesting because you wouldn't think that anything got added here in balloon races from time trials, but there's like 3 blue balloons in the alleyway where you get shot by rockets constantly, and those actually can speed this track up considerably. Really good tunnel there from Giz. And BBK also handles it very well. Awesome to see.
Nice.
Oh, there we go. That was slick.
Clean triple blue balloon there from Mrs. Gizamaluk.
You'd love to see it. No shortcut in car, Daler Ben. But hover.
Yeah, we did some number crunching, and we found out that for car, at least it's faster to do the normal. Oh, another bonk there for Gizamaluk.
Oh, we see BBK opting only for 2 of them. He's taking the 2 closest balloons, which might be a much safer strategy.
Yeah, we saw Gizamaluk bonk twice there because he went for all the 3 balloons. When it goes too fast, it could be hard to steer the vehicle where you wanted to. So that's the first world done for Gizamaluk. He's done with Future Funland, and it's now we have seen him in, he has done Greenwood Village, and he has done Walrus Cove and Eversfrost Peak, and all the tracks in Future Funland. Ooh, nice jump transition there from Giz.
Oh, that jump right there can be so unforgiving sometimes. Especially when the AI is in the way, it's so frustrating.
This is the 8th track, so we are halfway there right now on a total of 16 car tracks they're supposed to go through. It's a good transition from Banana Boat Kid as well into his second lap on Haunted Woods.
So Willow Plains car that Giz is now entering onto. This is probably one of my favorite balloon race car tracks. It's very, very long, and there's a lot of hills and crazy, weird, fun things you can do with boosts. Hopefully we get to see a little bit of that. Yeah, there we go.
Here we can do what you talked about earlier, Sweener, with having to do the blue balloon boost right before you hit the zipper and chain the speed.
Yep, and he just goes flying into that tunnel at max speed.
We should have like 2 or 3 more speedometers here to see how fast he's actually going.
Yeah, 150 is not high enough.
Nope, not even close. Oh, okay. That was weird interaction.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, unlucky bonk there for Banana Boat as well. Oh man, those trees, man. Unnecessary stuff to have in the game.
Snowball Valley is a really fun one with blue balloons. They're just everywhere. Very hard to do this safely though. You really have to YOLO on this track, I feel like.
Yeah, and I know for a fact that Gizamoluk has been practicing this a lot, so we should see some insane speed from him here.
So far, 2 really clean laps. This is looking good. Oh yeah, hard to be unhappy with that.
Yeah, that was a really clean run from Gizamoluk there. So while Banana Boat Kid just started Snowball Valley, we have Gizamoluk in Frosty Village right now.
I think we're definitely seeing a little bit of the knowledge trade-off. Like Giz is definitely going to know Wimble Plains and EP and Space Dust Alley a little bit better in car than Banana Boat Kid will, because he has played them in time trials. So I think that's a lot of the time trade-off here. Otherwise, we've seen super clean gameplay from Banana Boat Kid as well.
Yeah, I also had a little time to chat with both the players before the tournament started, and people who follow Gizamoluk's stream know that he has been playing. He hasn't been playing a lot, but he has at least been practicing a little bit. Banana Boat Kid has only derusted for, as he said, only been derusting for a week. So I think throughout the tournament, as the days go by and he gets warmer and more comfortable with the vehicle, he's going to improve a lot.
Yeah, for sure. That's actually been really cool, because I've been helping Morks out a lot with Hover, just to help him understand the vehicle a little bit better. And, 2 weeks ago, he still didn't entirely understand how to A-tap in the vehicle. And now he's just got it down. He really figured the vehicle out. So it's fun to see people, learn more things about the game through these avenues, I feel like.
Yeah. So we see nobody pulling off the salt curve jump in Frosty Village.
I'm not sure if I can blame them.
I guess we'll have to wait. Maybe tomorrow, man. Who knows?
I think once we get some time trialers who are playing car percent, some certain time trialers, we'll see some salt gear jumps.
Yeah, who knows, man. I guess you'll just have to tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. 7 p.m. CET, or what is it, 12 p.m.? Oh.
Yeah, I think it's 12 p.m. CST, 1 p.m. EST.
Yeah.
It's on the calendar. Calendar's linked in the info below. So
I mean, time zones.
Yeah, I know. That's what happened earlier today. So I was like, oh, whoops.
Oh, finally onto some warmer terrain. We have Gizamoluk entering the last track in the Sherbert Island world. He's on Crescent Island, sorry. And we have a Banana Boat Kid in Treasure Caves. Oh, so the last turn on Mrs. Gizamoluk's screen on the right, you can actually save so much time there if you go full on, not even braking there.
It's super precise, but if you can't get it, it's crazy fast. It saves probably a full second.
It's insane.
Okay, now we're seeing one of the more interesting things about this category. Do you want to talk about the trophy race at all, Aspo?
I mean, you are the more experienced player here, Sweener, so you can take it.
As I said before, these vehicle percent categories that are using the track menu, a lot of saving time on them actually turns out to be menuing naturally. And only in car percent do we have the opportunity to play multiple car tracks in a row without having to menu in between, because the Dyno Trophy race automatically goes to the next race. So we don't have to go back to select track, move to the track we want to play, and then restart the new track. We can just tap A whole bunch, which we'll see Giz do right now.
35 Ancient Lake. Holy, that is really, really good from Mrs. Gizamaluk there.
Yeah, definitely super solid. So this is just a little bit of menuing that we can do to save time. In the large scope of things, it's probably about 8 seconds, but it's literally 8 seconds of free time save that we can get. It's also just really interesting that we have to design the menu route around getting to the Dino Trophy last, so we finish on Jungle Falls, even though Hot Tub Volcano is still left after that. Ooh. Canyon that's getting messed up by the wide angle we had there. It's unfortunate.
Oh, almost bonked in the palm tree as well there, Gizamaluk. Yeah, so we have VBK starting on the trophy race. Is currently on Ancient Lake. Known in the DKR community as Ancient Blake, if I'm not mistaken.
Shoutouts to Blake Bates.
Yeah, for holding
you
the...
can't not mention him. It's required.
Balloon world record with a 32.84, which is 3 seconds faster than what Gizamaluk just did, and his run looked pretty clean, so you can just imagine how fast that went.
1288 Jungle Falls, great opener. This is the last track here, so we got time coming up. It's exciting.
This is actually a pretty strong run from both players.
Yeah, this is very good. They're both playing very, very well. Great way to kick off the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And a 35 with a 21.22 from Giz. Just one track ahead of PBK.
PBK, they're managing to get... Oh, nice. Almost got the blue balloon as well there. That's a really high risk, high reward jump there in the ending of Fossil Canyon.
Oh, shucks. Missed our zipper there going over the lake.
Oh, almost went for the inside of the canyon. That's interesting. It's kind of hard to control your vehicle as well when you get so much speed in the jump there.
Yeah, it's really a Hail Mary, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's just grab the blue balloon, use it, and pray to God that you have the right angle. And
yeah.
Even then, the game just might decide that you don't get to collect the blue balloon today.
Yeah. Sometimes it goes too fast, and the game doesn't pick up that you actually run through it. Last track here for... Whoa, slid off the bridge there. Oh, I like the zipper there, nice.
Love to see it.
Entering his last lap there through canyon, and the second last zipper through the dyno head into the last zipper, and he finished. There we have Bannable Kid.
Awesome ending to our races here.
Ooh, oh my. That was really good performance from both players.
Alright, so that finishes up our very first car percent race between Skizmaluk and Banana Boat Kid. Awesome runs from both players. And next up, we're going to get set up for hover percent between Dr. Fish and Morks.
And I think this is going to be maybe the closest matchup we have today between these 6 players. They're Dr. Fish is quite a lot more experienced than Morx is, but Morx is. What did you say he had, like, previous world record holder in Donkey Kong Country? No.
Donkey Kong Country 3, as well as the Aladdin for the Super Nintendo. So he's an experienced speedrunner who is totally brand new to Hover Percent, but he's been playing hard and doing really well. So this should be really exciting. They're very close in PB, so it'd be fun to see who can pull this off.
So I think we're gonna have like a 5 to 10 minute break here when we get set up the different streams with Morx and Dr. Fish's stream. So this means that the end gets 1 point from the first win on the first race, with Gizama securing it. So congratulations on the very first point in the Diddy Kong Racing Team Triathlon Relay Tournament. Good job, guys.
Okay, hello everybody. Anybody ready for hover percent?
Are we unmuted?
Yes, we are. We are
Yeah,
all
we are.
set.
Okay, nice.
Going
So,
to be ready to go.
yeah, so for the car percent, we saw them starting in Greenwood Village to have like a full Dino Trophy ending. But for hover percent, we have to play through all the tracks actually. So we're going to start on Ancient Lake and just follow the tiles down through the entirety of the tiles, and then we're going to end on Spaceport Alpha, as the game should be played. Almost.
Only about 25% of it is done backwards, but you know.
Yeah. It's a 50-50. Isn't it?
2/5. Alright.
Oh yeah.
Alright, we're gonna get started here. And we should be off. Okay, just gonna sync up Morks here.
Okay, so since we only saw 16 tracks played for car, we're gonna have all the 20 tracks played for hover, so it's gonna be a little bit longer. Morks has a personal best of a 31:31, though meanwhile Dr. Fish has a 31:17. So we could be looking at a 30-minute gameplay here, but just more DKR, man. That's what I like to think of it as. More time together with the lovely Chad and Swinner Dog as my co-pilot here today.
It'll be interesting to figure out how I'm gonna run the stream and speedrun at the same time. But hey, we're gonna do it. I don't know how I'm gonna sync that up yet. But yeah, hover percent is the longest. I don't know how you want to call it. Individual level category, something like ATR or car percent. On average, it's probably around 30 to 34 minutes long. World record is 28 minutes and 30 seconds, I believe, by Nordic Boa.
Yes.
While Nordic is not playing in this tournament, of course we want to mention him because he is an incredible Diddy Kong Racing player. By all record, dude is a master.
He for sure is.
Time trial world champion. Hover is an interesting vehicle. I think there is argument to say it's the most complex vehicle in the game. Plane is very, very difficult. It's the most YOLO for sure, but I don't know if any one player truly understands like the mechanics behind hover. Obviously we can see the players snaking back and forth, which I'm pretty sure every Diddy Kong Racing player in the chat knows why, but it's faster to drive the hover car when you're turning for whatever reason. How much you should turn or for how long you should turn for is completely unknown, so depending on your technique you might be on average much faster than your opponent.
Yeah, some players like to wiggle the stick a lot, like from side to side. Meanwhile, you have other players who prefers like a slower movement, which also sometimes goes really fast. So like you're saying, it's the we don't really know actually.
No, not at all. It's like there really isn't any information on it. We can A-tap in this vehicle, so how fast you A-tap might have an effect on it as well. One thing is for sure though, is that hover can be the most forgiving. In other vehicles like car or plane, if you bonk into something at all, you pretty much totally get messed up. You lose a whole bunch of speed and you're a total mess, right? In hover, however, as long as you don't hit something head on, bonking into stuff can actually be a lot faster, and we'll actually see that on a couple of these tracks where they purposely go head first into something. So it's really weird. It's pretty interesting, I think.
Yeah, it's like the white rubber layer on the hovercraft works like a trampoline, you know. So when you hit something, you just get bounced right back out into the track, which hopefully we can see them use later on. We see they are almost exactly at the same time
Nice.
there, Morks and Dr. Fish, which is really, really interesting.
The game hears you.
You could hear BBK talking for a second there. I turned Works' volume on, but he doesn't have, obviously he doesn't have Discord muted. So, funny. Hot Tub Volcano, this is a really interesting one. Honestly, super difficult, if you ask me. You have to transfer really well between driving in water, or liquid, I guess it's not really water, is it? It's more like, it's either lava or fondue cheese. You also have to ride this ledge that we see Fish and Morks doing right now, and if you fall off, kind of like Fish just did, that actually loses much more time than you would think, like a second or two per lap. So you really want to try to stay up there as long as you can. Very, very difficult though. See, Mork's actually doing quite well for himself here, pulling ahead by about a second or two in the lap.
Yeah, and he got that from just because of that Dr. Fish fell down in the second lap into the lava there, as you said. Two-second lead there for Morks as they're going into, as they just finish up Dino Domain, entering Sherbet Island.
We see Mork struggling to get to that zipper on the other side of the track there. That's actually really tough to get, like not easy. Even in car, it can be really difficult to get to the other side before the AI do.
It can 100%.
Ooh, really close there for Fish. She almost got that chain zipper with the blue balloon. Just had an unlucky, it was a little bit too far to the right. Oh, you see Fish just flying off of that zipper. So that's what's really weird about hover. There are zippers that are legless sometimes, and there's others that are not. And I have no idea why. It seems like it depends a lot on your approach and like how many buttons you're pushing when you drive into the zipper, but I have no idea.
Like a rule I've made for myself is that if there's a lot going on, you will most likely not get maximum potential out of the zipper.
Yeah, that's exactly it, I think. This is still a very close race. We're going into track number 6 now. Pretty interesting to see this continue to develop this way. Again, there's just isn't that many mistakes you can make in hover. You know, you can have a bad bonk here or there, but you don't lose that much speed.
If you remember from the last when we saw car, both players ran inside the boat or ship, sorry. As now we see both of them going outside because perks of hover.
Yeah.
It runs on land, water, ice even, which we get to see eventually, and it's really
I like that you can go around the ship here in Crescent Island. That was a nice touch from the devs, I think.
Mm-hmm.
BBK still, or not BBK, Mork still maintaining that couple second lead here. Very, very close. And it's fun to see regarding what we were just talking about with like the different speed of snaking. Fish has a much more slow and methodical snaking method. than
Yeah.
Morks does. Morks is like back forth, back forth, back forth.
Also, we have to talk about. I don't know if you talked about it in the break, but as for hover, there's one thing we talked about, like you have to wiggle your stick back and forth, and it really takes a toll on your thumb. Like it's the thumb killer. On the other vehicles, you don't have like the same much amount of movement as you have with hover. It's crazy how much your left thumb has to go like back and forth for 30 minutes straight, and it gets sore really quick, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. And it's not just like your thumb gets a little calloused or something like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I definitely have blisters on my thumb playing too much hover. But it's hard to see, but both these players are almost definitely pushing up on the control stick at pretty much all times. And that takes a lot of like thumb strength to continue pushing in that direction, and making these tiny little adjustments can actually really mess up your hand. So stretching is advised. Actually, stretching is advised for this game in general. Holy crap. You can be very sore after a couple hours of playing.
Yeah, Brandino59 says, Morks is looking really good for someone who recently picked up the category. He does indeed, but I think he has had a really good teacher, right, Sweener?
I mean, I hope I've done an okay job teaching him.
According to Speedrun, you hold the second best submitted time for hover percent, so yeah.
Yeah, hover is my favorite vehicle, but me and hover had to have a breakup because it hurt my arm too much to play. Me and Morks would do like a little bit of practice, like one or maybe one night a week, and that hour of practice was just brutal, man. I was like trying to show him stuff, and it was like, wow, I can't play this vehicle anymore for more than 20 minutes, dude.
So we see Morks here with a 5 seconds lead, I think, almost on Dr. Fish, which is really, this is really close. Now we're almost halfway there. Going into the Frosty Worlds.
We definitely have a lot of the longer tracks coming up, though.
Yeah.
Frosty Village is still pretty long. Wuma Plains is really long. Space Dust is really long.
Spaceport.
Yeah, so...
it's halfway on the menu, but not in time-wise.
Yeah, definitely.
So, as you can see, there are zippers on the ground and like in the air. So hover can benefit from both the ground zippers and the air zippers. And what's really tricky about the air zippers, like the circular things in the air, is that you have to hit them at a precise angle. You have to hit them like as your vehicle is facing straight forward. Because unless the game has like a quick fix mechanic, which is going to like correct your angle. But in reality, for most DKR players, that's just really annoying because it will slow us down.
I think this is probably the best hover track in particular. Like, the amount of blue balloons there are here, lets you go so fast.
You can really combine the speed here.
Oh, Fish, no! Oh no, dude! Oh my gosh, I've never seen that in my life.
Oh my lord, that's so unlucky. Unlucky Morkster missing a blue balloon. So he has a rough 10 seconds lead now, Morks. Because of what happened there in Everfrost Peak with the bonk in the finish line and the AI shooting him in the back there.
Like a frame away from crossing the finish line, and the AI was just like, no. No winning today.
Utilizing the hovercraft there, both players were while driving on the ice. Really neat.
Wow, look at that speed.
Oh my.
Flying over the finish line.
Nice.
Love to see it.
Blue balloon plus zipper. Cannot go wrong.
You're still
So
seeing like 10-ish seconds, I think, between the two players.
Yeah, Dr. Fish was finished at a 141. Meanwhile, Marks had a 142, so he gained a second there.
Morks got shot right there.
Oh,
Look at this. Oh man, yeah, I think snow is just impeccable for hover. Some of these tracks are so fun to watch.
yeah, with the proper blue balloon combination here, you almost don't even have to tap A here, because you can just like go from balloon to balloon to balloon.
Almost,
It's
yeah.
insane how many blue balloons there are on such a short track.
Oh, and Mark's actually dodging the snowball there. There is a common scenario where if you're in the hover car and you drive under the snowball, it'll actually boost you a little bit, which is a weird trick, but if you can utilize it, especially in time trial, it actually saves a ton of time. Frosty Village. Okay, so I'm actually super excited to see what happens here. This track is home to the famous quad hover zipper. We're going to see it in plane percent as well, but in hover in particular, I think it is at its craziest form with how much speed you can get.
Yeah. Let's see, here we go.
Alright, taking it slow. See if Fish can pop off here.
Yeah, he's roughly 17 seconds behind Morks right now, but there's still a lot of tracks left, and bonks can happen, and probably will happen.
Oh, definitely. Especially as we get into tracks like Space Dust Alley, Boulder Canyon.
Ooh, we
Haunted
see
Woods.
Fish actually ignoring the quad zipper and going the safe round passage.
Oof, Mork's almost landing the triple there.
Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, I guess Fish not opting to go towards the right side. It's definitely a much more consistent angle to take to go the traditional route.
It is.
But you can see how much speed Morks gets.
Yeah. Combining the three zippers there.
Oh yeah.
Unlucky we didn't get to see the triple into the fourth, but still a pretty solid run from Morks there. I think we have a shortcut fanatic here in chat wanting to see some shortcuts. I think you're gonna have to wait for maybe the last track, or at least for hover we're gonna see something nice. Oh, sorry, plane.
Yeah, I think it's hard in hover. If I was to do the shortcut in hover, my main concern would be AI placement, because I have no idea where the AI sits.
Yeah.
If they're in an inconvenient location, I think you're kind of in trouble. I don't know though. It'd be interesting to see if that would be faster. I know in time trials it's not horribly faster, but it certainly would be really interesting. I'm hoping we get to see Ben do them then, because I know the other Ben is the hover player for your team. Is that right, Asbo?
He is, and he's gonna play tomorrow. We are playing tomorrow against the End, actually.
I'm so excited for that.
So that's gonna be fun.
Full of awesome matches coming up. I'm so happy that like the majority of these teams ended up being like super balanced. I think you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, there's maybe only one or two teams that you could say like are a little bit stacked, but everybody else I feel like there is serious opportunity for some awesome, awesome races.
Entering windmill planes, which also has like a huge, some really sick combination of zippers and blue balloons and jumps if you do it correctly. A blue balloon into some airtime into a plane zipper will give you some. Let's see on Morks how he does it.
Pretty good. That's really hard to line up if you
nice.
can get it. Oh, Fish getting tons of speed there.
Oh, nice from Morkster. A little bit lucky, I would say, but it was still really cool.
Definitely. Ooh, missing the ground zipper there, which is unfortunate. That's the problem. It's so much faster to use a blue into a zipper, but if you miss it, it's such a letdown.
Yeah. And it's really punishing as well.
For sure.
Speed-wise.
Yeah, Mork's looking really strong here. I know he has been playing with music on for the most part in practice, so I wonder if playing with music off right now is really giving him an edge on lag, because it looks like he just seems like he feels like he's so much more in control, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, this is really strong showing from Morks. But Fish has caught up. He's only 15 seconds behind right now, or roughly 15 seconds behind. So Morks should not feel safe here. So I do know that Greenwood Village has a shortcut, but not a lot of players actually know how to execute it or have tried executing it.
Yeah, and it's hard to say that it's even faster yet. I think it's the one of the tracks that we haven't added to DKR64.com yet, because we haven't been able to prove that it is actually a faster one lap time.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be interesting to see that in like an actual 3-lap run, though. I don't really know how that would work exactly. Mork's finishing up here, looking pretty strong. Fish still not too far behind. Like, this is so even. I think honestly hover percent might be the nail biter category. For a long time I think I was thinking it was gonna be plane percent, and it still might be, but they actually both got the same Greenwood time there, 125.
Yeah. Boulder Canyon being the last track in the Dragon Forest before we move on to the last world, which is Future Funland.
Yeah, Boulder Canyon is luckily one of the default hover tracks, so I think a lot of players feel a little bit more comfortable here than some of these other ones.
1 out of 3?
Yep.
Hover only tracks?
Default hover tracks. And they're all hover only, which is an interesting choice, I think, by the devs. Because you can play hover in literally every single track.
But it's only Whale Bay, Par Lagoon, and Boulder Canyon, which are exclusively for hover. 123.40 from Works there. If Morks keeps this up, I think he's looking at a pretty huge PB here, actually.
I think you're right, actually.
His current PB being 31.31. So
he's on great pace.
He is 100. Oh, nice speed there from Morks. Holy.
Yeah, beautiful. SDA is made even more difficult here because you have to get through that tunnel with the magnet balloon in it, and it's so easy to pick up in every vehicle. It's really frustrating.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that on car, but it's really annoying there as well.
It's a problem, that balloon, and it doesn't even make sense sometimes. Like in plane, you'll pick it up, but you'll be like 6 feet overhead of it. It's like, really?
Yeah. But we've seen both players do a really good job there at first. Oh, too much speed from Morks there. Really good job dodging the magnet balloon. So if you were watching Dr. Feaster, on my screen at least, it looked like he was going straight through the magnet balloon, but the game didn't register it, so he kept his zip blue balloon, which was really lucky for him.
Morks too there a little bit, like he definitely looked like he could have picked that up there, but nope. So it's just so unpredictable, I think. That's really frustrating as a player, because it's like, I need these balloons to be fast, it's required, and then it just gets stolen from you.
Morks there with a really strong 143 with three tracks to go. Oh, unlucky there, Concord, sniping the blue balloon right in front of Dr. Fish. I think Morks could be looking at a sub 30 here, actually, if he keeps up the good pace. But Dr. Fish is right behind him, so still.
Yeah, I feel like if it's like, if you have like 1 or 2 bad tracks, you give somebody the opportunity to catch up. But it's never enormous mistakes. It's just like these tiny little performance things. Honestly, it's more anxiety inducing in my opinion.
But like on hover is like, as we talked about earlier, the most forgiving vehicle to bonk on. You don't get punished as hard as you do on car and well, plane. I'm guessing you guys will see when we watch the plane percent how unforgiving it is. The speed on these two players. Oh. Dr. Fish getting sniped by a player and then behind and missing the zipper. I'm really unlucky there. It looks like Everfrost Peak and Snowball Valley is gonna be the things that separates these two players as for now, unless something really unfortunate happens to Morks here.
Yeah, that definitely seems to be the case. Like a lot of these tracks with large hills and areas where you can get a lot of speed, but it's very hard to do Those will be the separators. And Star City is not easy in hover. Like, all these 90-degree angles, it can seriously be a pain. It's rough.
Oh, well, slick from Morgs there, losing some bananas, but he had some bananas to spare, so he's at 12 right now. Nice.
A bubble there for Fish. Man, that is so unfortunate. Narrowly avoiding the oil slick. And 141 from Works here. Yeah, this could be a high 30 or a low 31 PB.
Yeah.
Looks like. This is awesome.
So will he pull off the Spaceport Alpha shortcut? We'll see. Some checkpoint manipulation there or nah?
Ooh, looks like it.
Oh, he goes for it. Nice. Finally.
Okay, looking good. Ben will be happy.
There you go, Ben.
Got the Pog champs. Very good.
Nice.
Turn it around. This can be scary. This can be a very, very big time loss if it's performed incorrectly.
Yeah, let's see if Dr. Fish has the same.
Yeah, you don't know that you got it wrong until you got it wrong. So it can be a little scary.
Yeah, we see Dr. Fischer. He's going for the standard routing.
Oh man, it is so scary to watch the shortcut.
Yeah.
It's like
2 out of 3 laps now.
Because you don't really get much feedback on whether or not the shortcut worked. You know.
And
interesting.
He's playing without indicators on as well, which is even
really
more
scary.
challenging to know. Yeah, like usually you see 2 exclamation point marks on your way back if you have procced the shortcut or not. But we'll see.
31-17 from Works. Great race.
Nice. Yep. Really solid performance there from Works with a
looks like
14 second PB there.
Be on pace for a high 31.
Finishing up here. Nice. 31:53.33 from Dr. Fish. Whew. Nice.
Great runs from both players. Feeling good, everybody, I think. Next up, we are going to have our plane percent race, which is me versus plane percent world record holder Netty07. So
just keep in mind, guys, there's only 17 seconds that separates these 2 players, so it's going to be really tight here as well. We wish Sweener good luck, and we're going to have a substitute for Sweener in the commentary section, so yeah, you guys have to tag along to see who it's going to be. I'm going to be here for sure, so...
Hog.
Yep.
Okay, we will mute for a moment to get set up for the next race, and then, yeah. Pog champs shall flow once more.
GG's.
GG's.
Hi.
You're on.
All right,
Yo,
nice.
Welcome back. Okay, so I'm still here, guys, and I'm co-joined with none other than car winner of the first game, Mrs. Gizamaluk. Welcome.
Yo, what's up?
So how does it
Here
feel, man?
here to bring you some biased commentary right here.
So how does it feel, man, bringing home the first point ever in the DKR relay tournament?
Yeah, it was good. My race was not a bad first half and a decent second half of the race, so it got better and better, so that's good. So hopefully I can do even better tomorrow. But now we're gonna.
I don't hope you do better tomorrow, to be honest.
Yeah. But now we're gonna talk about this crazy race.
Yeah, we are. Holy crap.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one, and it's plain where everything can happen. I'm just gonna fix it on.
Yeah, I mean, we talked earlier how that hover is forgiving when you're bonking, but plane is definitely not.
Plain
You're
is yeah.
You're looking at like a 10 to or 5 to 10 seconds time loss, maybe more if you like do a bonk and lose your speed.
Usually 5. Okay, they are both ready, so here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, here we go. Okay, so Sweener is off to a really fast start. And we got a really huge delay here, so it's going to be interesting to see. And Sweener is the technician, so he can't really do anything about it right now.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to fix that when we commentate later on to have somebody else host when Sweener is playing. We should fix that though, eventually. We have a lot of games in front of us.
For sure. But that was a very good ancient league by Sweener. It's a great start. And Nitty's also having a pretty good one here. 35 to 36, okay. Okay, so let's see here. Sweener is going around. Maybe it was because he had a bad angle, I'm not sure. Ooh, and a loop.
The unlucky loop there from Sweener Dog. It can happen to the best, as we just watched. Guess he's not the first player that's done a loop.
Yeah. So let's see here. Nitty also goes around. Let's see, okay. They're both in the tunnel, but on different laps because of the delay in the stream. Because, okay. Good menuing from him there too.
Yeah, so Sweener Dog is actually the host. He's hosting the stream. So if he pauses, it's going to be really tricky for him to maintain both streams caught up at the same time. So I think we're just going to roll with the 20 seconds difference. Even though it looks like a head start, it's really not.
So I guess we have to check the final times of the races.
We can't just watch the gameplay where they are in the track. We also have to keep the timer in mind.
2:57. Okay. So he finished. So Sweener finished at 2:57. Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. Good second lap there from Nettie. Solid ending here. 2:54. Okay. So Nettie's ahead by 3 seconds. At Hot Volcano, first out of bounds level,
Ooh, nice.
Nice clip. He has 4 bananas as well, which is good. Usually the top players, like these guys, aim for 45s-ish.
I see also Nettie being able to do the out of bounds there.
Yeah, also 4 bananas.
Yeah.
And Sweeney doing the extra barrel there and holding A and B to turn around. A little slower, but safer. So I want to see here what Nettie does on the final lap here. Is he going to do the RB or ARB turn? He's doing the RB turn. Nice. Still faster, so you can see that Nettie gained another second there.
Yeah, Chad is helping us keeping time as well.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
And both of them, see here, getting out of bounds. That's awesome.
Nice.
This is a really tough one as well. It's kind of a double where you go in reverse almost.
Mm-hmm.
It has a very weird route. Sweeney did that really well.
146-ish from Sweeney when he crossed the finish line. Sorry, 446?
Yeah. Yeah, this is, you know, if they missed that, that could have lost them a lot of time, but... Oh, wow. I know that Frosted Village is a level that Sweeney really dislikes, so...
Let's see
how this goes.
Here.
It's like his favorite level in car, but it's his least favorite in hover. In plane.
2, 3.
Ooh, triple.
Nice from Sweeney.
Oh, and then he missed that.
Barely
Then you can't barrel roll, so you need to hold A. So that's kind of rough, even though he got the triple. It's slightly rough lap. And the loop, the front loop, that's also really, really rough.
I think the nerves are getting to Sweeney here. He has to take a deep breath now and focus up.
Yeah.
I know we talked about how car has 16 tracks, hover has every track, and the plane has only like, how many is
11.
11 tracks. So we're looking at maybe around 13, 14 minute gameplay. So we're almost halfway there.
Yeah.
Already. So it's
a short category compared to the other vehicle.
It truly is.
Nettie is doing really well here, which makes me very happy, of course, since I'm his teammate. But they are both doing well.
Can we give Sweeney some love here? Since we have a biased commentator. 623 there for Sweeney Dog. Yeah, this is actually really good from both players.
And Nettie is here, 118. No, he plonked.
Oh.
Really? Wow, that's unlucky.
So 7 to 8 seconds there in front of Sweeney Dog. He lost like 2 to 3 seconds there from that little bonk.
Yeah. So it's kind of crazy how close this is. So I mean, it's plain, and one mistake costs like 5-6 seconds.
Yeah.
They're like one mistake within one mistake from each other.
So it's definitely not one yet as we're closing up on 7 minutes for both players.
No. So far away, and we have Space by Alpha out of bounds, and we have Windmill Plains out of bounds.
Finishing
a lot of crazy stuff
really
left.
hard out of bounds, yeah. We have a wish from Andy Panther. I want them to do Star City out of bounds. I don't know if we're gonna see that, Andy.
We're not gonna see it. I can guarantee we're not gonna see that.
Let's see here, Sweeney with some nice chaining at the end. 736.
Yeah.
Some nice zipper and blue balloon chains as well.
Yeah.
729, so that's...
What was this?
736, so 7 seconds ahead for Nettie.
Wow. And great start in Space Alley for Sweeney.
Oh.
He's taking this. Oh, he missed the zipper there. He wanted to go safe because he's very, very far to the side, but he actually missed the zipper afterward.
Let's see if Nettie does it. Nettie got it. That's really huge for
The
him. That's
bonk
Sweener.
for Sweener. Huge bonk for Sweener there.
At least he got the zipper
What?
this round.
Amazing space sally from Nettie so far, holy.
Oh, another bonk there for Sweener.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
At this level is so hard to do.
Yeah.
And Nettie just clipped through the balloon there, which is another issue with this level. But yeah, this is a big deal for the race. 125 versus a 116, a 17.
1914 versus 8:58, so that's 16 seconds there. He gained almost over 10 seconds there, Nettie, on Sweener.
But as we said, like there are a few out of bounds tricks and stuff left. So we have a lot of stuff. Like missing when I'm playing out of bounds is almost a 15, like it's a 15-second time loss. So yeah. An out of bounds miss is just, yeah, can turn this around. So Sweener has to keep going.
Believe, always believe.
Yeah, so Nettie is minus 16. Trident confirms.
Yeah. Good to know that we're not that far off. Nettie seems to be having a clean Star City here as well.
Very, but also Sweener, like both of them are having a great.
Yeah.
Both of them had 23.9
They did.
laps, so it's actually really good. This level is very easy to do mistakes on, so that both of them are doing this well is actually insane.
Yeah, in the city there, you can.
Yeah, well, look at
up.
this, 116. That's insane. And Nettie gets a 116 too. Wow, that's actually crazy. 116 is really, really fast. Really fast.
Okay, 2 tracks left. We have Spaceport Alpha and we have Windmill Plains. Both
Yes.
going to be out of bounds tracks.
Yep.
Really important for both players here to hit the out of bounds.
Yeah, because if Nettie would miss this, he would be behind basically. So
Yeah, it's going to be really tight.
yeah, but he gets it.
Both get it on the first try.
But
That's really nice.
But still, like, even though this is the easiest out of bounds to navigate in while out of bounds, you can still clip in. And if you clip in bounds, it's not good. Nettie's very far down though, it's a little scary. And also, Sweener, you see him barreling upwards.
Yeah.
Because he was very far down. 54 is really good.
Yeah, so 11:52 when he crossed the finish line there.
At 55.
And
So Sweener gained some time there. So Windmill Plains is the last level. Windmill Plains is the last level. And it has the hardest out of bounds in it. So it's all up to the Windmill Plains out of bounds here. So let's see how Sweener does. He gets it
he gets
very
it
cleanly.
right.
Very close to barrel rolling back and bounce there though. Ooh, clean from Nettie as well.
Nettie got it as well.
But this level is the hardest to navigate out of bounds in, and it's very easy to clip back if you're like if you don't watch out.
Yep.
So we need to see, and like you can get wrong way and stuff like that. So you need to be careful. Yeah, Sweener's taking it kind of casual, or like I wouldn't say casual, but he's taking it a little easier. Nettie's going more ham. And Sweener gets a 13:08, which is a great time.
This is some
And
really
a 12:52. Wow.
Wow.
The world record is 12:43, so
I was only 9 seconds behind, or 10 seconds behind his own world record, which is really, really strong.
Yeah, and 9 seconds behind. It's actually insane.
That was, oh my lord,
Yep.
that was a
Super
sick
high level
run
play.
to watch.
Yeah. Super high level play. Two of the best playing players performing at a really high level.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, we have Swinner Dog with a live interview right after your gameplay. How do you feel, man?
Quite shaky.
How was it?
It was okay. The only really big mistake was Space Dust Alley, which I meant to barrel roll left to hit the zipper before the tunnel, but it didn't go off, so I just missed it entirely. And that was just like an avalanche of big mistakes that lost me 10 seconds.
Yeah, we saw that. That was brutal to watch. We felt so bad for you.
Everything else is great, though. I mean, 116 Star City, I'm very, very happy with.
Yeah, it was insane.
That was hype.
Both of you got 116s.
It was really good.
Yeah, it's
great.
hard too because I had to listen to you guys commentate
Yeah.
while I'm playing. So it's like, oh, I hit the meteor on SDA, and then you guys are like, ooh, a rough bonk. I was like, yes, I know.
I'm glad that I wasn't in for my match. My thumb hurts.
And that was good stuff, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How do you feel, Nettie?
After seeing what you had, it's like, holy crap, just one large mistake and that would have been it for me.
Yeah.
And like, oh.
We were kind of hoping that you missed the head bounce at the end. No, I'm just kidding. Like,
well, it was like the only
but
chance.
it was pretty much a deciding point. Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, that was a sick race, honestly.
Yeah, that was a really good race. So
Good first day, I think. Like, good first match overall.
for sure. So,
Yeah.
Was that a PB for you, Morks? Because that tied my PB.
Yeah, that was a PB.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, I thought your PB, that was funny because before that, I had trouble getting 31, like, ever. But Swinner told me the trick of just going perpendicular with the zippers. And something clicked. So I was like, oh, well, okay, that's the trick to going fast. So.
And also no music as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that. Well, I knew that. I mean, my 31 was with new music, but then afterwards, when I started practicing, I forgot about the music. Because I use music in 80%, so.
Yeah. But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
good race.
Good race.
I mean, you forced me to have to PB. To have to actually PB to win that, so that was really good.
Yeah. I mean, thanks.
Yeah.
I didn't expect a PB, to be honest.
Oof,
A lot
man,
of bombs,
that
that's true.
I think both of us will have 30s in no time.
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, next week.
Yeah.
BBK and Giz, any other thoughts on your car percent race?
I think is.
I just hope mine goes better next time. That was absolutely torturous.
The AI destroyed you, man. That was funny.
I got destroyed by AI the entire time.
There was one part with Crunch. I think that was it. I don't remember the exact level, but there was like a bunch of characters, especially Crunch, blocking your way. They were all like around yours at some point.
Yeah.
I don't remember the course, but I think it was.
I was getting shot and running into objects all over the place. It was just very frustrating.
My NTEP hover was atrocious.
Yeah, you could bonk in the goal line, like the post, and then you could
And I got
snipe.
shot. Then I got shot at the goal line.
Yeah.
I was across already though, luckily.
Yeah, but I know. I think, as I said before, my run against BBK, I just think that it started off very shaky with some really bad races in the beginning, but then the second half was kind of solid. I didn't really have many mistakes in the last half. Like my planes was bad, but then after that, I didn't really have a bad level that I can think of. I think like a 106 Crescent Island was my worst time in my second half of the run.
For the rest of it, was pretty solid. You were only 30 seconds behind your PB war record, anyway. So
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I thought that I was going towards like a 3150 in the beginning because of how those like Everfrost peak. I just missed the first zipper. And I was like, okay, this is not gonna go well. But yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to play better tomorrow with my match, but yeah.
Tomorrow's match. So tomorrow we have.
I guess. Wait a second. You said, Sweeney, that we might have a match tomorrow as well for us, right? But since I said that it was not available, I guess it's canceled.
Yes, I guess it would have been against the team that the end will be playing, which is Asbo's team.
Maybe he's not.
Time
Hello.
to lose.
Hey, Asbo.
Is there a
How are you feeling,
replacement?
Asbo, after seeing,
sorry.
after
A replacement for Joey?
Yes, we have the DKR legend Obio
Oh,
taking
okay.
Joey's place in playing percent,
Yeah.
Nice.
which is actually an insane upgrade for their team, I think. In terms of time, Obio is this really scary plane player, so that's going to be. Oof.
He's very good. He holds the 100% world record and the Ultra Races world record.
Yeah, he is.
And he
exceptional.
also has like a ton of plane world records and really strong times in time trial as well. So it's gonna be really fun to watch them go head to head in the plane.
Sure.
But we have Plane Queen on our side, so he should be scared.
That's
Yeah,
right.
but we have playing Maestro, Neddy.
That's true. Yeah, Nettie, I have not seen him get a time over 13 minutes in the past week, so be afraid, be very afraid.
I think Sweeney is talking, but I can't hear him.
Oh,
I can
I
hear
can
him.
hear Sweener as well.
Yeah.
I can hear him.
Maybe a problem with the mic. I'll be right back then. I'll try something.
whoops.
Yeah, just to everyone on stream, remember to tune in tomorrow at 1 p.m. EDT or 7 p.m. Central European time.
Is it not 6? I might be wrong.
According to my calendar, it's gonna be at 7, and I trust the calendar 100%.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
overall,
okay,
the
good.
I don't know,
calendar is
calendar
put in
kinda
there
sus.
by teams, so if the team put the time in there wrong, then we're gonna have a grand old time getting that set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got a match tomorrow. Make sure to tune into that. We are looking for other commentators, other restreamers. If you aren't involved in the tournament yet, we have Discord links in the about section down below to both the DKR speedrunning Discord and the DKR 64 races Discord, where this tournament is being run. Obviously, as you can see today, we definitely need some more restreamers because it's a little impossible for me to sync up the streams. So if anybody else is interested and you're familiar with the DKR community, we would love your help in running this tournament. Any other comments from you guys?
I mean, I had a lot of fun commentating, and yeah, it was a pleasure getting to.
It was a good first day. Good first day.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
30 viewers today. That's actually like insane. Way more than
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
awesome.
we did, so
Yeah, it's awesome.
very,
So-
very exciting.
Hope that we're gonna keep going with that.
Yep. If you guys want to help us out at all, feel free to share the next race on Twitter or send it to any friends who might be interested. The more people we have watching DKR, the better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Alright, let's wrap up here.
Alright.
Thank you everybody for
Yep.
watching. We'll see you all tomorrow. Hopefully with a little bit more of a professional looking stream setup because we have some other things to figure out. Thank you to Triathlon, by the way, for the incredible stream layout.
Layout.